Hey, Blue Table fans, Sean here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit tonight about what a vision board is and what I've done with vision boarding. It's a very old concept. I'm pretty sure it goes back probably thousands of years, and there are lots of different sources for finding out about it. I'm sure a lot of people have different opinions and ways to go about it. I'm just going to tell you what I've done, and a lot of people have asked me on the channel and also on Facebook what it is that it's all about. And so, I'm just going to give you my personal perspective with no editing. So anyway, a traditional vision board is relatively simple. You just take like magazine clippings of things that you find inspirational that you like. Maybe you see a picture of a house that you're interested in. There can be goals regarding, not goals, but you could have I guess a vision for fitness. And so a lot of vision boards that I've seen are on just on cardstock or whatever it is. And it's just pictured kind of pasted up there, and maybe maps of places that you might like to go. Now, another common form of vision board, which I find a little bit uninspiring, is like on a cork board. And so if you go on eBay, this is the kind that you will find something like this. And I think this comes from an old Tibetan thing where it's like each area is a different part of your life, like finances or relationships or shelter, whatever it is. So, when I started doing this, I was told, don't let it get too big, don't have too many things on it. You have to focus. And I'm like, to heck with focus. I want it to be awesome. So I just started doing my own thing. One way that I've heard about it, that I originally heard about this, is that you would take painter's tape, and you would colored. This is blue, which is a common kind, and you just put up a rectangle or a square, and then you put your objects in that. And so that's what a vision board is. Behind me, you can see mine. And by the way, this is about a fourth of it. This whole room has stuff on it. And so the first thing is, if I were to give some advice or kind of a how to do it, and by the way, I just know there's a couple of people that are going to greatly benefit from this, and I would love to hear about your experiences. But that's going to go against the first thing I'm going to say right off the bat is be very careful of outside opinions about your vision board. In fact, I would encourage you to not tell anybody about it, especially in the beginning. I've had mine going for at least over a year now, and I'm still just barely strong enough to have anybody even look at it. And of course, I'm hoping my camera quality is bad enough that you can only see blur back here. So I've divided mine into home and recreation, personal, people. People is the biggest one, and then business, which is actually an entire wall, and yeah. So be careful. You may not even be able to put it up on a wall because you may be in a situation where there's other people in every area of your house. In my case, really, the rest of my family doesn't come in here very much. But really, there's not a human on the planet that knows what all this stuff represents. And so in a way, mine is a little bit coded. I know what it means. So that's one thing. I have another company and another YouTube channel called Visionworks. I haven't done anything with it yet. Obviously, I have my hands full with blue table painting. But Visionworks is, we're going to focus on this type of stuff. And I was like, this would be a great business. How could there be money involved? But then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna start it for fun because it's really neat. People can sure use this, and I'm going to explain why as we go along. Okay, so basically you just find, oh, the business thing. Yes, but it occurred to me, really, you can just, anybody can do this with just an internet connection and a printer. And, you know, and you start searching for images on whatever topic it may be, for example, food or transportation. And really, you know, as I was formulating mine, I found out everything just fell into the basic categories. You know, it's food, shelter, and love. And, you know, the other basics. So, yeah, be careful of outside egos. You might want to keep it like in a book. Or it may be that your atmosphere is so toxic and so negative that you'll have to like keep it in your wallet, or you have to like hide it somewhere and just have these, you know, just print things out that are interesting to you. I'm going to explain more about that. And in fact, so a vision board at the lowest level can be viewed as simply a goal-setting tool. Or like, for example, when you build a house, an architect thinks it over and does like a blueprint, and then you actually start building it according to that. How dumb would it be to get going and not have a blueprint? Just kind of like, oh, okay, well, this works over here, and not have a plan. Well, I think a lot of people go through their lives like that, and it's pretty uninspiring. It's easy to get tipped over when you don't have your center. It's hard to tell when things are askew. If you have a blueprint, well, you know if something's a foot off. You look at the thing, you measure it, you see if it actually matches up to what it is you put on the blueprint. So a vision board has a great usefulness really on that absolute most basic level. Now, for me, the next level up is like a mental health tool to help you sort through thoughts and feelings. And then I believe in the most extreme version of it, a very metaphysical or spiritual version, which is I believe that my mind is an interface with the reality around me. And I actually, whatever it is that I choose to think and feel will be reflected back in my experiences that I have. And in a case like that, a vision board is a majorly powerful tool because it helps your mind focus. The vision board will help your brain get into gear. And, oh man, I've had a great experience with this. Can't wait to tell you all about it. However, I'm only going, so long story short, you just put up things. Let me just show you a few things up here. Okay, wow, this is all kind of personal. All right, for example, I put like a future, you know, that's really not coming off. I put family. So, sometimes I'll do like a little vignette. My great-granddaughter taking care of kids in the family. Or a car. So I had my dream car, and for 8 months I had this up on my vision board. This is back when it was kind of crusty and I just used regular paper and a Sharpie and stuff like that. Chevy Equinox. Well, I've been driving this car, and it seemed impossible for me to acquire this. I didn't even know how I was going to do it. But anyway, yeah, I'm driving my Chevy Equinox around now for just over a year. And the vision board really helped me stay focused, get motivated to go out and do the things needed to have it happen. But again, I believe there's actually a much higher and more powerful force that this sort of thing invokes, so that you can go beyond yourself with it. So anyway, so car. And you know, the beauty is you don't have to settle. Some people are afraid to set goals because they, that for fear of the pain of not achieving them, the pain of failure, the sense of failure. But with the vision board, it's great because, I should have said this at the beginning. The point of the vision board is to answer what, not how. Don't even worry. And that's the hardest thing. At first, I so struggled with that because I put something up there. I'd be like, there's no way I can get that. I'm just gonna pare it down. I would pare them down like from 100 to 20. I just pare those things down. I mean, for finances, my original vision board, I just added up all my debts and was like, okay, well, that's a lot of money. Pfft, that's how much money I want. Really, that was the inspirational thing I came up with, was to be as well off as I was when I had graduated high school. You know, there's got to be something inspirational about it. And so you have to kind of mind trip yourself with it, because you approach it like a game. Don't think, all right, I'm going to put this stuff up there and I'm going to do it. I'm going to find out a way and I'm going to make it happen. No. A, that won't be fun. B, you'll defeat the purpose. And C, if there is a higher sort of, strength that you can get from it, like, how to explain this? So if there's a miraculous element to it, then let it be something huge. Who knows? Guys, keep your eyes on me, because I can feel this stuff brewing, and some of it's already just started to drop, just like rain, those few drops of rain before the torrent. I can just feel it. So, to continue, let it be fun. When I'm in my vision room, I am like Lord God Almighty in here. If I don't like something, I'm like, I don't like that jet. I like this jet instead. And with the power of the internet, this can be so fun, because you find out information about anything. Like right now, I know all about private islands, and just because I was like, whee, this is fun. Let's find out about this. So the question behind the vision board is, if you could have your life any way you wanted it without any limitation, how would that be? And it's more challenging than you might think, because your brain is a slippery little organ. Inner voices will come and limit you. They can be voices from your past. They can be other people. They can be you. They can be voices from your present. I used to have, when I was first doing my vision board, I would have imaginary arguments with people in my head, explaining to them how it could happen and why I wasn't off my rocker. Doesn't matter. Once you get past that, then it just becomes a sheer delight. It's fun to do this. And again, it's what, not how. Later on, you might ask why. What is the real motivation, or what is that I'm really after? And so that is a vision board. And really, I just realized anybody can do this. You can go to the hardware store and get some tape. And one thing, I did notice this one thing. You got to be careful, because if you use duct tape, sometimes it's so strong it can take pieces of paint off of the wall. And then this stuff sometimes isn't. It's meant to come off easily after you paint it, and this sometimes isn't strong enough. So you got to find a good tape to do it. And basically, I got cardstock and my printer ink recharged, and I just go for it, and it's fun. I just went in and I just add to it. I kind of pick away at it. I change things. It is just such a creative delight. Okay, folks, check the liner notes for a link to my Compass Visionworks YouTube channel, because I'm going to continue talking and tell you absolutely everything I know about this. And if you're interested, go ahead and head over to the other site.